Welcome back to the channel. It has been quite a long time since I made a car video. Reason why, honestly, I got rid of the Insignia. It's been about 4 years ago now. As you can see behind me, we've got the BMW. It's actually too reliable. I haven't had any issues with it. Nothing. So I'm not just going to change parts for the sake of it. But today, I did have to change the front lower suspension arms. There's a few different names for them. They're these funny shaped things, as you can see. I've messed up a little bit. I've already actually recorded the video, and I already recorded the start of the video like this. I didn't record it. I didn't press record. So this is the old ones. The new ones are fitted. As you'll see going forward, how easy the job is unbelievable. If you put it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's a 1. This is the right one, as far as I think. This is the one on the right. It sits in that orientation like that. That's facing down, and that's there. You got to pull the wheel liner out, which you'll see in the video. There's a cable on the driver's side. Move that cable out of the way. You do not want to damage it. I think it's something to do with the battery cables. But hopefully the light's good enough in here, and you can see it's very, very perished around here. It's split. You can see I can move it easily with my hand. It's not difficult to move at all. You can see it's coming away at the bottom there. Then definitely shot. The car's done 120,000 miles. These probably should have been done around 100,000 because I did have a bit of knocking. Wasn't sure what it was. I had an MOT, and these come up as an advisory. Anyway, I'm going to get into the job now. Just wanted to show you the arms, which they're both here. Literally, if I wasn't recording, I'd say it'd take you up to an hour maximum. That's start to finish, both sides, job done. It's really, really easy. I don't know if it's because it's a BMW, but all the nuts come off nicely, as you can see. This is 120,000 miles. No rust or anything. Everything's just nice. It's just, yeah, it was very, very easy job to do. I was surprised. You can see that it's floppy as anything. Shouldn't be that floppy. I can move it with my little finger, look. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll put all the details in the video. The nut sizes, torque specs, where I brought these from, all that sort of stuff. Let's get on with it. The arm that we're removing is this one. We're replacing it. What I'm going to do to make my life a lot easier is remove the inner wheel liner. You can undo a few of the screws and bend it back. I don't really want to be bending it. So if you look here, there's little 8mm screws. There's 10 of them all together. You've got one here, one at the top, 3 along the bottom there, a few up the sides, and yeah, that's it. There's one there. There's 10 all together, so we'll get that off first. It'll give us access to the nut, which is in there. It's a bit of an awkward one to get to, but yeah, taking all this off is easier. Saves messing about, saves damaging plastic or cracking plastic. And then the bottom of the arm down here, you will have a little nut on like a ball joint. We will get down in that position to show you when we get there. First of all, we'll remove all of these screws. I'm going to try and show you the locations of these screws. It'll be a bit difficult because of the angles. You got one over here. You got 3 down the bottom. You got 1, 2, 3 there. 2 at the top there. You got 1 in there. Altogether there's 10. So basically now, you got to just pop it out, and it's a bit of an awkward one. Just take your time, and it'll drop out just like that. Really, you need 2 hands for it. But what I'll do, I'll get this out of the way, and then I'll show you the bolt behind it. As you can see, we've got plenty of access to this bolt now. There is a cable running here. Be really, really careful. You do not catch it down by here. You can split it. You might be better off popping it off and moving it out of the way, which is more than likely what I'll do. That's the nut there. I'll go through all the sizes in a moment. We'll just start getting these cracked off and loose, and I'll show you the one underneath as well. There's literally only 2 bolts. There's one in there, one underneath. I did the other side just. It was really, really easy. Probably a 20-minute job, maybe half an hour. Obviously I'm filming now, so it'll take a bit longer, but let's get this out. I have to put the camera in a funny position. You can see the arm runs along here, up to there. What we'll do is go underneath. You might mess up the shot a little bit to show you the nut underneath. It's that one right there. So what I'm going to do is crack this nut. I have got a rattle gun, a Makita one. So yeah, it is cheating a little bit. I've just got it handy. It comes free with the toolkit. What we're going to do is crack this one off. That cable's fine there, there's clearance. As you can see, that's it, simple. That's the one there underneath. It has got a little torque split in there. I'm not sure the size, I think it might be a 40. I didn't need it on the other side, but yeah, that's it there. 21mm this one is. And that's it off. And it's also free on its own straight away, as you can see there. So that arm is now ready to come out, so we'll get it out. So what I'm going to do here is pull the bolt out, give it a little wiggle, that's it out. You may have to give this a tap, you might not. No, it's just come out. So you got to do is push down past the plastic here, and then lift up this end to get the ball joint part out. I don't know, well, you can see that it's perished and split heavily all the way around. Both sides, look. Yeah, these have done 120,000 miles, so they've done well. And these are the nice new shiny ones. These was 100 quid. I got them off GSF Car Parts. I will put the part number in the video description that I used to find them. There is 3 different arms on these, so you need to make sure. These ones are called Drive Tech. They're nothing special, they're just cheap arms. We'll see how long they last. I have put a little bit of copper grease on the shaft of the bolt there, where it sits inside. What you want to do is try and start that with your fingers. That's going in fine. So we'll zip it in a little bit with the gun. What you want to do is leave it like that. And then it's a bit awkward, but you need to jack the wheel up or put the wheel back on and lower the car so it sits level where it needs to sit. Then you've got to torque this up. I will put the torques back up on the video now. You do the same with the bottom one as well. Nip it up so you can see that it's tight but not too tight. This arm has still got movement. You basically need to sit here. The car needs to sit at its relaxing level before you tighten this up. Same with the bottom one. And that is pretty much it. That's the job done. We're going to get a nut back on the bottom. Yeah, and then torque it all up. Put the wheel liner back in, and that's it, job done. It's that simple. There's no point me showing you refitting all these little bits. It's a bit fiddly, but it's not that bad. You can see how quick that job actually was. So yeah, I'm going to torque this up now, torque the bottom up, take the wheel back off, jack the car back up, and refit everything. And that's it, job done.